Hi.
Hello, I'm London,
I'm Kristen.
and we are the Indie Dyers from K&L Fibers. Sorry, we might have some friends this video, or we will have friends this video.
So I have my dogs out. London's being attacked. Girls, get down.
Just sit down, Rue.
Ruger.
No licking.
Roo.
You guys sit down, girlfriend.
Okay. So they're probably going to be popping in. You'll hear their noise. Their toys and whatnot. But we haven't podcasted in a while. Per usual, life was lifing. And it was just like a little bit difficult to get together to podcast.
Yes.
Ruger. Down then.
Have fun.
So we haven't been on for a bit, but we have scheduled, I know we said this last time, we scheduled podcasts.
We did for the entire year.
Once a month. So about every 4 weeks, we will be meeting on Friday nights. We're going to do dinners and we're going to podcast. So it is Friday, January 24th. It's my wedding anniversary, which is awesome.
Yes. Congratulations. How many years?
5 years. Isn't that insane?
Sanity. We made it a month so far.
It flies by though. Like,
yeah.
we had a lot of stuff going on, but it also flew by. So I got some very pretty flowers and some balloons and a teddy bear because my husband's not here, but he wanted to make sure I got something, which is really sweet.
Yes.
Ruger. But we had London's wedding.
Yes, I got married. I finished school.
Yep.
Got my bachelor's degree, so let's go there. Thank the Lord.
Did Christmas for everyone who celebrated Christmas. I did not decorate. I did not buy presents other than my dad got a present and my adorable little niece got a present. And that's because she's just turned 2 and she doesn't know better and she still needs presents.
She does.
She deserves them. Ruru. Okay. Get down, please.
There we go.
Ruger. Over here. This is going to be chaotic, apparently.
Apparently so.
But it would be even more so if I put them in their kennels, because their kennels are down here, so you would hear them whining to want to get out of their kennels.
But
So.
hopefully they can calm down just a little bit. Yes. So
Yeah.
life has been absolutely insane and chaotic and starting to
Normalize back out.
Normalize back out. God, I hope so.
Yeah.
I don't know what else we could do, but God, I hope so. Yeah, Christmas. We did nothing for New Year's. I was in bed by like 10. It was great.
I watched TV and then I was in bed early and the dogs were mostly fine with the fireworks, but they did have, like, Winnie kept, like, doing her little growl, like, intruder, something's happening. Yeah, it was special.
That is special.
But yeah, just doing doctor's appointments and all that excitement.
New year, new you.
Yeah.
Maybe New Year, slightly healthier. Me, maybe.
Yeah, that's
We'll
what
see how
we're
it
going
goes.
for. That's slightly healthier. We're making little adjustments. It's fine.
Yes. See, that's the
Yes.
goal. That's the goal. I'm going to eat more protein, walk more on my treadmill,
Mm-hmm.
and that's all I got right now. That's all I got. That's as far as it goes. So yes, I have a finished project finally.
Finally. How long did it take?
It took me a year
Okay.
and redoing it probably twice.
Okay.
But I have, it's the Sockhead Slouch hat
Right.
by Kelly McClure. And this is it. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. That's with the brim folded up.
Zoom in without a face on that.
Right. But it took forever because it's on fingering weight yarn and it's on Galaxy, which one is one of the colors that we dye in Sparkle Sock. So it's got some Stellina in there. which is really nice. It just took forever because you also used really, really small needles. It was a 2.5. So it just took forever to work up. And I think my problem with something like this is, and I don't know that I'll ever do anything like this again, it's because like I get something and I was like, I've been knitting for an hour and a half or 2 hours. I've made progress. And then I measure it and it's not even a quarter of an inch. And now I'm kind of depressed.
But so, okay, this is your first project.
Correct, yes.
I feel like until you get like maybe like a few years into it, you're not picking up because you're still like figuring out the muscle memory movements.
Yeah.
And I think once you get a few years into knitting and you start doing other projects, you'll find that they fly by faster. Because when I first started making socks, I was like, oh my gosh, like this sock is taking me like 3 months to make. And it was because I was knitting slower because I was learning those movements. And then once I got them better, I can do a sock in like 4 days.
That's not bad. Which is why my goal, resolution, whatever the hell you want to call it, my goal for this year is to do one project a quarter.
Right.
So we'll see how that goes. Because I'm at like a year to finish a hat. So we'll see. Hopefully,
Goodness.
My goal is to finish.
Nope.
In the next couple of weeks.
Stop.
My work in progress that we'll see later.
Lay down.
Yeah, so that's
Lay
my
down.
goal for this year, is
Thank
to try to work on getting more things done, whether it be cross stitch or knitting. One project a quarter. That's my goal.
That works. If we keep looking left, it's because we have a iPad to the left that has all of our information for all the patterns and everything. So I have one finished object. It is the Holiday Doodle Cowl by Pacific Knit Co. Also, if you see strings, it's because I didn't tie in my ends. I have not done that yet, but it's blocked and it is done and it is beautiful. So I test knit for Pacific Knit Co. So they have the standard patterns that you can download on Ravelry for cowls, hats. I think they have gloves, scarves, other stuff like that. And then you take one of their doodle decks and you pick out, you design your cowl or whatnot with it, which is really cool. So they were coming out with a holiday doodle deck. I was able to do their test knit. They picked me to test knit. This is my second time doing color work. So it does have some issues. There are spots like, I don't know, like with the trees and whatnot where like the stitches are too loose and they look like, I don't know,
a little less tree-like.
Baggy.
It's really cute though. Like
dog behind me. I'm happy with it. I'm very excited about it. I will wear it once I like sew in ends and everything like that. But yeah, the pattern's super easy. I love the versatility of it. I used a couple of different yarns I had in my stockpile for it. So Frankie Gray Fibers, a while back, they had like mini sets and they weren't named or anything like that. I think each of the individual colorways did have a little tag on them, but I don't remember what the color names were for them. But all of the actual like color work in it is all Frankie Gray Fibers, gosh, in DK. And then I used a skein of yarn I had from Les Garcons. Don't remember the colorway. I've had it for quite a while. I actually had it caked up, so I didn't have the band anymore, but I knew it was Les Garcons. And I held it double because it was a fingering weight. And it worked out really well. I will definitely use their pattern to make other cowls in the future. Yeah, it's really
super
nice.
cute.
And it's super squishy. It's going to be super comfy to wear, like
it's
on the breezy
thicker than
days.
I thought it would be.
Yeah.
I would. I don't know what I was expecting, but it's thicker than I thought it would be.
Mm-hmm. It's good. I like it. I'm about to get up and move a dog.
They're friends. They're gonna be fun today.
Move.
You're taking up all the couch, girlfriend.
No. No. Please. Come on, please. Stop.
So we have our work in progress,
Go.
which I am doing the California
Go.
sweater by Leslie Forrester Howard. I think that's how you say her name. You get that pattern on Bravo. We will link it into.
Lay down.
So I went from a hat to a sweater. I don't know what that says about me, but I might be a little too ambitious for my own good. And I am also helical knitting for the first time, which I'm pretty sure is magic because I don't actually understand how it works, but it's working very well. So the pattern itself has been really easy to read, which I really liked, especially being newer to knitting.
Right.
The only thing I had to have you really do was help me figure out how to pick up stitches once I took them off.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, goodness. All the threads.
All the threads. Like I said, it's helical knitting, so I have 4 active.
Yeah, because you have 2 balls for the project, and then that's 4.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is, I'm using our Flagstaff Luxe base, which is 80% Superwash Merino, 10% Cashmere, and 10% Nylon. And then I'm holding that with our Dune Fluff, which is Kid Silk Mohair, and it's Laceweight. So I'm holding those 2 together.
Well, and clarification. So the main yarn is our Luxe base. The colorway is Flagstaff.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll work on that for next time. Goes this way, guys.
Yes, it does.
So, I'm still actively working on it.
Mhm.
It's good. It's almost to the point where I can start the ribbing at the bottom.
Nice.
I'm almost there. I am using 6.5 millimeters or 10.5 circulars on 24-inch, which I thought it wasn't going to work out very well because I was like, there's no way it'll hold all 200 and something stitches, but it does.
Yeah.
It does. And it's coming out really, really cute. I love it so far. It's nice and soft. It's a little airy though, because again, it's a fingering weight that's a little looser stitched.
Yeah.
So it's nice and breathy because like half the time with like sweaters I get way too hot.
Yeah. Well, and that's kind of perfect for like maybe wearing a tank top underneath it.
Yes. And I'm like, it's so cute. And I love the color because they're my colors. I love the colors. It comes out really great. And then I did the helical knitting to avoid pooling.
Mm-hmm.
And then after I get to, I think I have like another like 4 rows just in the round. And then I have to figure out how to stop helical knitting. So that's going to be something fun to try.
It's really easy. You just
stop.
Yeah, you just get to where you would pick up your next one, right? You're switch back to the other thread.
Yeah.
And you would just cut off your old one and not pick that. You would just
Keep
continue
going
on with that first one. Yeah.
Okay.
Or that single thread.
Okay.
Just cut off the other one. And then when you go to weave in ends, you would just weave it in.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. I'm still pretty sure it's magic because I don't understand where you stop 3 stitches before and then you pick up. I don't know how there's not a space in the thing, but it's working and that's all that matters.
It is, yes.
So that is where I'm at, and then I will learn to pick up stitches to do sleeves.
Yep.
It does have long sleeves, but I have thought about doing some shorter sleeves. I don't know.
Are you gonna do the sleeve decreases? Like, do you want like this just straight sleeve, or do you want it to have the decreases?
Probably not the decreases, because
Okay.
then it's going to be like tight on my arms, and that weirds me out.
Yeah.
So I would probably just do like the looser sleeves, but I don't know if I want to do fully long sleeves or if I want to do like not a long sleeve.
Yeah, you could do bracelet. You could do like up here.
Yeah, I seem
That'd be
like up
nice.
here are like 3/4 of a sleeve.
But you also have to think about it growing, because if you stop it right here, like with your normal stitching, and it grows down.
Because you block it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you'll just have to put a little thought into like how much it could grow, and then like adjust your sleeve length accordingly.
Which is great because I've never blocked any of my knitting before this hat. Not blocked. It's been washed, just not blocked.
I usually don't block my hats either, though I've heard people who block their hats, they like can fill up a balloon, so they wet it down like they wash the hat, and then they put it on a balloon and they blow up the balloon so it like fills to the size that you need for the hat, which is kind of brilliant.
I never would have thought of that.
Yeah.
Genius. But yes, I like this pattern. It's been pretty easy, which is nice. Yep. And it's very size inclusive, which I thought is awesome. There's so many different options for sizes.
Yep.
Which I think is just really cool to see.
Yeah.
But yes, that is now I went from a hat to a sweater with helical knitting. I told that to somebody at a yarn shop and they looked at me like I was crazy for my second project. But, you know, let's just bite off more than we can chew. It's always fun.
I think it's Tristan Molina. I watched one of her podcasts once and she said, like, everything in knitting is only as hard as you make it seem. Like, as hard as you think it's going to be. Because she started knitting, and I guess, like, very quickly after starting knitting, she was doing, like, cable stitching and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh, I haven't even touched cable stitching. Like, that seems a little advanced. But I guess it's just part of learning.
Hey, I mean, you're going to have to do it at some point, so might as well just get it over with.
Good job. Okay. So I have a couple, as most people always are, right? I have a couple of works in progress, but the only one I've mainly been working on is the sample knit. It's called the Silvester Tea by, oh my gosh, what's her name? Anna Hermann Sorensen. So it is made with fingering weight held with a sparkle weight. And it's meant to be this top that is super fitted, and it goes up high on your neck, and then the sleeves blouse out a little bit. They're short sleeves, and then goes down. I just like needled my project. But I'm pretty far on it. I'm on the body right now. I've separated sleeves. I've needled everywhere.
That's how you start. I was like, you trust yourself way more than I ever could without having a stopper on your needles.
Yeah.
That makes more sense.
If you can see all the pretty, oh, you can see all the sparkle.
It's
so beautiful. So I used our Yak DK base for K&L fibers. The colorway is Sapphire, and I'm holding it with the sparkle, which is, I know it's written there. It's also on the thing right here. Kremkel Soul Wool. It's called Stellaris.
Very pretty.
I know you can buy this off of their website. It's in Europe, I want to say. But you can also buy it from, there are some suppliers within the United States that sell it. And I forgot her name, but she has the sparkle bar on her website, and she sells it also along with tons of other sparkle options. But I'm doing that.
How's it to work with it?
It's interesting. It's so tiny that sometimes you don't realize you've missed picking it up for a stitch. So I'll notice that I have to go back. It's usually just like a stitch behind. So I'll have to like work back one stitch. Winchester, stop. She wants to spell everything.
Well, we are bringing new things out.
I know. I've missed a stitch sometimes where I have to go back for it. But for the most part, it's really easy to work with. It's easier to work with than holding Mohair, if that's any like helpful explanation.
Well, yes, because I did when I did this, I did my gauge. I was very proud of it. It worked.
Right.
And then I was like, I'm gonna undo this so I can reuse the yarn.
Yeah. That
That was the worst decision I've ever made. Not worth it. Just be done with it. It's fine. It's totally fine. Don't do that.
Goodness. But I have tons of work to do on this because Testament I think is over next week, maybe the week after. I'll have to double check. But I am using the recommended needles, which are 3.5 millimeter needles. I'm doing them on my Chiagoo interchangeable set because I love them and I will never not use them. And I am knitting up the size 14, which is for 140 centimeter bust. I did do a conversion that is really close to my bust size. I think it might be like a little bit bigger, but I'm fine with it being a little bit bigger. It's supposed to be 0% ease or 0 ease. I'm not the type of person that likes to wear something that fitted. Especially considering I'll be wearing it here probably in the spring or the fall. And it still gets quite warm in the days in the spring and the fall.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I knew I didn't want it to be something that was completely fitted. So I know I left a little bit of ease in there just for that. But yeah, we'll see where I get. I should be able to just zoom down the body and then you cast off with an I-cord bind off, which I've never done before, so that'll be new. And then you pick up the sleeves, you work them a little bit, and that's another I-cord bind off. And then I think you pick up the collar. I don't know if that's I-cord also, or if I'm actually going to have some sort of like folded brim. It's not a brim. Folded collar for it or not.
Shirts can have brims, maybe.
Yeah, right. But yeah, really excited for it. It's a beautiful pattern. I'll let you guys know when she decides to release it and like share it with everyone and stuff like that. But it is written for fingering weight and a sparkle. So all the pictures in the tusk knit are like absolutely amazing. Seeing what everyone has decided to do. Someone decided to do navy with their sparkle was copper.
Ooh.
And then someone did like a dark green with copper. And then someone did red with red. And then there's a red with gold. There's just so many like so pretty color combinations.
Well, and you could pick so many different things.
Yeah.
But I do love the blue with the blue.
Yeah, gotta love the navy. It's gonna be a super pretty, like, hopefully a good staple for my wardrobe. But yeah, we'll see. Hopefully it gets done soon.
Yeah. How long have you been working on it? It's only been like a couple weeks.
Right before Christmas, I
Okay.
wanna say. I cast it on, I think, right before Christmas, or maybe mid-December I cast it on. I've been working on it. It's been my solitary project for a while now because I wanted to try to fixate on getting it done. Why? Every time. Move. Thank you. Also, Puff Stitch came out with this new style of bag, which is amazing. It has all these pockets on the outside and then
Love a good pocket.
canvas on the inside, and it's lined, and then there are pockets all inside. So I highly recommend if you follow her for her updates because she has
Super cute Christmassy.
yeah, well, and she comes out with bags based off of the season. So she'll be coming out with like Valentine's, I'm sure, and then spring type and stuff like that. But yeah, that's all I've been working on.
Yeah. Now we get to the fun part.
Oh,
All the happy things that we spend all of our money on.
gosh.
Because we spend a lot of money on things.
I don't think we podcasted since we vended at California Fiber Festival.
We did.
It's a little bit different from last year. We learned some things about booth setup, and we met some very cool people.
Yeah.
Who were very helpful and very kind. So We're hoping for a better, I don't know,
Better
better
show next
all-around show this next year.
Yeah, that's the show that we're going to focus on in the upcoming years, planning for that, and then working on our socials and our podcast, and then that's it for this year. And figuring out what we're going to do in 2026. That's the goal.
Yeah.
To kind of plan that out.
No, you're not going out.
But we then did a trunk show at Tempe Fiber, and it was really fun. But they had lots of Delicu there, and I've never bought a Delicu bag, so I was like, I'm gonna buy it. And I bought their cute little trunk thing.
Train case?
It's the train case.
Okay.
And it's in sage. It's super cute. So it's got these, and then this strap is removable. But it's got a little outlet so you can crochet or knit as you go. On both sides, you could have two separate yarns going at once. Just kind of cute. And then there is so much space inside. So the back of this, it's got magnets on it. So this is magnetic. And then it's got a little tray in there, which can hold all your stuff. And then it's pretty nicely sized on the inside.
Yeah.
Definitely won't hold like a sweater quantity. Right. Definitely can't do my sweater in here. But when I was starting out on the sweater, this is what I was using for the first part of it.
Yeah. Which
worked out pretty well. I just think it's super cute. It's nice to travel with.
Yeah.
Which is nice. Doesn't get crushed or anything. So, not a bad bag. So I got this one, and I'm very excited about that one.
It's good.
I have a problem with bags. I've noticed. I like one for all of the different things that we do.
You collect them.
I do. I collect the bags. And then while we were at, it's like I put all of the tools in this bag. All of the things. So we were at the SoCal Fiber Fair. I went over to App and Glow, and they had stitch gauge cards that are acrylic. So one set of them, this is size 24 to 32.
Okay.
So it's just a good gauge where it's 24 over 4 inches. You can kind of see exactly. No, it might help if I see where you are gauging wise. I'm really white. You can't see the white lines.
Yes. Do you have like something dark?
Here we go.
Okay.
Maybe. Can you see that?
Probably not. Jeez.
It's terrible. But
so there
really
are white
cool.
lines.
There are white lines.
So how are you supposed to use it?
So as you're gauging, it's the whole card, but there's a little square in it. And this one is 24 or 4 inches. So it should be, if I were to like gauge this as this, it should do my 24 stitches in a row or 4 inches.
Okay, so you're still counting your stitches.
Yeah, and you're seeing if it's in this gauge to be a 4x4 square.
Okay.
So, but I have one for 24, 26, basically every two, up to 32 on this ring. And then I have the 14 to 22.
Okay.
So I got them both because I was like, okay, this is a good way because when I was doing my like gauge beforehand, as I was like just measuring it, and I was like, this is real annoying because I can't really see and I can't count well, and I can't count. Something that everybody has to be comfortable with learning if you're gonna knit or crochet, that you don't know how to count, and it's the sad truth. So I got these to try and help me to see if it'll make it any easier to try and count.
Yeah.
So these ones are pretty fun, and I thought they were kind of cute. They come in really nice bags. I like the bags because, of course,
the light randomly hits them, and Winnie is very confused right now.
Sorry, I'm sorry. So I got those there. And then every year I go to California. There's a yarn shop up in California. It's called Ball and Skein and More. And it's one of like the largest yarn shops in Southern California in this tiny town. So I always go up there while I'm in California, because if I'm going all the way, I'm going to go there.
Right.
And they saved me half of the time, because when I was finishing this hat, I didn't have dpns. So I went and bought some. But while I was there, I bought, it's called the dumpling bag.
Okay.
And super cute. It's a small size, but I love it. It's machine washable, which is cool. And it's reversible.
Nice.
So I picked the one that's blue and the one that has little alpacas on.
Oh, God.
Little alpacas. They have a bunch of different, of course, options.
Okay.
And it holds up to, like, I think it said 3 skeins of yarn in it.
Okay.
So not bad. It's good for like a little on-the-go project. So super cute. So I got this bag, which is super cute. I like that one. And then they have a incredibly large selection of Menostal Uruguay yarn.
Okay.
Which is all spun in Uruguay. So I usually always buy it from there just because they have so many options. And then I caked everything up already. Because then I'm like, if it's already caked up, I might actually use it for our project sooner than waiting. So this is their abalone color. Stop looking at my face. It's very pretty. They're all in my colors.
Well, yeah.
And it is 150 yards. It's a 50 gram scheme, so it's, I feel like this is more than 50 grams, but whatever.
I feel like that might be 100 grams.
Yeah. Maybe it got printed wrong. I don't know. But it's 70% merino wool and 30% silk.
Okay.
So it's really soft. And I love like just the lightest purple in there, but then it's like grayish. So it turns out really pretty. Do I know what I'm going to do with it? No.
I have a dog that just like plopped down on my feet.
At least your feet will be warm.
Yes, they
So I did that one. This is another of their colors. It's more similar to that one.
more gray, but it has
More green and gray. Still some purples in there. I go for the same colors all the time.
Yes, you do.
I do. I don't have the name of this colorway, but this one is 100 gram skein.
Okay.
And it's 70% merino and 30% silk. It's so squishy.
Oh, sorry. I haven't had caffeine all the day, y'all. We're running on fumes.
That's okay. But yes, that one's really cute. And then while I was there, they had Dreamin' in Color, which is actually based out of Tucson. So I went all the way to California to get yarn I could have got here.
Dreamin' in Color, yep.
But I freaking love this colorway. I have
Guys, it's a surprise. It's teal.
And brown.
And brown.
Blue and browns, guys. So I bought 2 of them. What am I going to do with it? I have no idea. No clue whatsoever. But they're so pretty. And they're so squishy. Because this is, it's called Bollywood. It's a fingering weight, 70% superwash merino, 20% cashmere, 10% nylon.
Yeah.
It's just so smushy.
They usually, I've noticed a lot of the yarn they dye with has cashmere in it, which is amazing.
It's just so soft. Yeah. Squishy. So yes, I have those 2 that I'm going to be figuring out something to do with.
Okay.
I created a Ravelry account, so I've saved some things. And I'm like, okay, gotta find out what I'm gonna do next. But I need to finish the sweater first, because then I get into I could do all of these cool things.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna have 800 started projects and nothing finished.
Right.
And that's a problem, because I need to have the sweater finished and do that. So yes, I have that, and oh yes, they had again, We're in Pima County. It's 100% organic Pima cotton yarn.
I don't know if that's from Pima County though.
Pima cotton is Pima County cotton. That's why it's Pima cotton.
Are you sure?
I am 100% positive.
There's not a Pima like Minnesota or something.
No, it's all from Pima County.
Okay.
That's where you get like the Pima cotton from Pima.
But where are the cotton fields?
They're
I
all
know
the way
there
up
are
on the
some
10.
going to Yuma, but
Yeah.
like, okay.
All up on the 10. So this is Sammy by Amano. It's 100% Peruvian Pima organic cotton.
Okay.
It's made in Peru. It's really soft, like
made in Peru, but Pima cotton.
It is Pima cotton. This is a 50 gram, 164 yards. It doesn't have a color name. It's just a color number.
Yeah.
But again, it's a tealy, greenish blue.
Yes, it is.
Because that's all I buy.
There's a trend.
I know. My goal is this year is when I do decide to go buy yarn, because I need to use what I have.
Right.
Because I have a drawer and a half full of balled up yarn like this.
Right.
Already wound up. So my goal is to try and get through some of that, and then this year when we go to SoCal, look around and buy something that's not a color I would typically use.
Didn't you buy from whatchamacallit in SoCal?
I didn't buy any yarn.
No, last year. Not this
Last
one,
year.
the year
Yes,
before.
last year. I did buy from Seismic Yarn.
Yeah.
Yes, and I still have a scarf that I need to make with it.
Okay.
It's a gift. It's not for me. It's not for me, guys. It's a scarf that maybe I will have done.
Maybe.
By October for my mother's birthday.
Maybe. So, Christy, if you watch this, just ignore.
Just to skip over.
You don't know what the colors are. It's fine. You don't know what the design is.
No. But it's going to be really pretty because that yarn is so pretty. You are crinkly.
Is that it?
I don't know. Probably.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, no, I think I'm good.
I'll start in my stuff, and if you find more stuff, then we'll...
Which is amazing because last time I forgot to bring anything, and
I
now I
know.
have everything.
I wanted to show these. I put them in my pocket so I wouldn't lose them. But
That's
they're
what you're
tiny.
crinkling?
So, SoCal Fiber Fest, the people who coordinate it and plan it and stuff like that always order extra pins, and they give them out to all of the vendors. So this is my second one. There's SoCal Fiber Fest pin. So it will go in my office with my other ones. I think I'm gonna make some sort of like a pin board or maybe buy one. And then we got...
Oh my god, these were the cutest things ever.
So the sweetest girl came around. Her name's Brittany, and she's I think her Instagram handle is Brittany Knits. But she came around and she gave out these cute little stitch markers, progress keepers, little paw prints. And she just like haphazardly, like she handed one to me and handed one to London. And I look at mine and mine's pink. And I'm like, oh, it's perfect.
Yes.
We loved it. And then Yank Your Yarn, Bonnie, had like a little gumball machine. And she gave out tokens. So I got this really cute progress keeper with some beads and a like astronaut on it. And then one with like hearts and like pink. Very cute.
Super cute.
So there are those. Now that I can take them out of my pocket and stop crinkling it. I also, before I take everything out of it, I saw this bag in Bonnie's booth, and I needed to have it. First off, I don't have a lot of big bags, and I need big bags for big projects. Tired of shoving my like sweater projects in small bags. So I got this from Bonnie. Super sweet. She's very, a lot of her bags are sarcastic.
Oh, yes, I have one of her
And
bags.
kind of like, I don't know, dance with that line.
Maybe
and we
swearing
love
will
it.
help, guys.
She also has one that's like, could be yarn, could be sex toys. But yeah, we love it. We love her. So both years, our booth was like right near hers, so we got to chat with her and hang out with her a bit. Winnie, she's not calling you over. Okay. So in the bag, London got me this for Christmas.
Right.
I don't have tons of information on it. It doesn't have a colorway. It's from the Twisty Desert Dames. And it's our pyrite fingering. It's super sparkly. Look at all the sparkle. So
it's Christmas.
It's 85% Superwash Merino and 16% sparkling Stellina gold. Like 360 yards for 100 gram skein. So this will make like either a really pretty like Christmas beanie or maybe some socks, but I'm thinking a beanie. I'm really leaning towards the beanie because then I can like wear it when I look at Christmas lights and the Christmas lights will like pop off of the sparkles and I'll sparkle. I know, I'm ridiculous. I love it though. I mentioned this last time. Whoa, that zoomed in. I finally got it in. It's a pre-order, so I'll pull two of them out so you can see the colors. So Sorella Yarn did a Taylor Swift Eras collection, and I ordered two of the colorways. This one is
Red.
Don't Blame Me. It's not red. It is red.
I mean,
but
well,
the
yeah.
colorway name is Don't Blame Me from Taylor Swift's song Don't Blame Me. It is very red. This is actually like blowing it out a little bit.
Yeah,
It's a little bit softer. But it is absolutely beautiful. I got 3 skeins of her fingering weight, which is 80/20. And then I got 3 skeins of the Mohair, which is 72 kid mohair and 28% kid silk. Or silk, not kid silk. Because I have some projects, some ones in my Ravelry that are either shorter tops or they have shorter sleeves. And I think 3 skeins held with the Mohair will be perfect. There's also one that like I should like link a thing later, pattern or something. Most of the body of the top is made in the fingering weight, and then you just have like this like peekaboo section on your chest that is the Mohair. So it's like a little bit see-through right here and just a little bit of cleavage, and then the rest of it is the normal yarn, which would be beautiful. It's actually part of my Make 9 if I actually complete and do my Make 9. But I did.
Your Make 9.
So your Make 9 is 9 patterns that are currently out that you would like to accomplish completing in the next year.
Okay.
So
a little more than what a quarter.
Yeah, a little more. But like there's no rules that say you have to complete it, right?
Yeah.
Put this guy back. Okay, the other colorway is still Sorella, also pre-order.
So much color.
So much color. This brings me so much joy. I don't know why, it just does. So this is Bejeweled. Yeah. On the same basis. It's absolutely beautiful.
It is very pretty.
I can't. I know London's hating the pink in it, but she secretly loves the teal and the purple, so she's like very torn about this colorway. But I am super excited.
It's a beautiful color. I would never wear it. But it is so pretty.
So again, it will probably be made into one of the tops I have in my Make 9. It's a goal for me to kind of like make a little, I don't know, is it called a panorama? No, it's not a panorama. Like a little, I don't know, it's a picture with all the little pictures in it.
Not a collage.
Collage, there we go. We're working on Friday.
Guys,
and like,
we've had a full work week. It's been a day.
Of the patterns I want to complete for my Make 9 and post them on my social media.
Cute.
I think, so it's called Knotted something. Anyways.
I don't know, man. I'm just here.
So I will, when we post the video, I'll link my crafting social media on there. So if anyone wants to follow me and see the stuff I'm working on, or the patterns or anything like that, you can.
What is your crafting name?
I don't remember. That's why I said I'd link it. Because I can't remember. Okay. What else? So I was part of Yarn Inc.'s 2024 Advent. So it was a Friends Miss. And all of the colorways are named after common Friends phrases, like pivot, we were on a break, oh my god, I'm fine, it's a moot point, stuff like that, right? And it's a fade. It's absolutely beautiful. It came with a pattern, a free pattern download, but
Here we go.
I don't know if I'm gonna do that pattern or not. I did download the pattern, but yeah. So it goes from these pretty greens over into the blues, into the pinks, the reds, the oranges barely, and the yellow. And I saw someone on social media like hang up their mini skeins this way to keep them in order, and I was like, oh, it's perfect.
It's actually genius.
It is genius.
I really
Except
like it.
it just sits on my kitchen table. It's pretty. It's art.
You could totally hang that up in your room. It would just take up the whole area.
Probably.
Oh yeah, I did. Well, because I'm all about the tools now.
Right.
I'm all about the tools. So I bought one of these cute little containers. And it has all like the little different sized, I don't know.
Compartments?
Well, compartments, yes, but the tools inside of
Stitch markers?
Yeah. So all the different stitch markers and like the
progress
light
keepers,
bulbs.
it looks like.
Yeah. So these are all stitch markers.
Okay.
And then I have in this one, because I don't know how to do anything, but I also like that it's got like, it's a very, very cute. Yeah. It's a sheep and alpacas. So it's very cute. But in here I have a bunch of different progress keepers.
Oh, like the ones I got you also?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I have some that are like, this is the front.
Right.
Beginning of round. This is the sleeve. So, like, just very, very cutesy little things, because Lord knows I forget which way is which and which side is up. I can't see. It's fine. But there are lots of cute, tiny little ones in there, and
Winnie,
I do
she's not
think-
calling you. Lay down.
I do think, like, the little alpaca guys have been really adorable.
They're very cute.
These little guys. I doubt you can see them, but we'll see. Yeah. Stop trying to hide my face.
You know the camera's on the right side, right?
No. You have a different phone.
There you go. There you go.
There we go. So,
Winnie, you're fine.
yeah. So there's lots of very cute little things like that. So I've been doing lots into the
accessories.
The accessories. I've been getting more into accessories and stuff. And I do have to say, I love my little needle
Please
stoppers.
stop. No, go lay down, please.
Needle stoppers I've been getting. That's so cute.
I know. Winnie, no one's calling you. Go lay down. Okay. Every year I try to get it, and I have for the last couple years. Garcons has their holiday box. So this year it was Northern Wonders themed with this cute little polar bear.
Cute.
And I think, so you have Max and Vincent are the people behind Garcons, and Max, I believe, is the one who draws all the illustrations and the artwork for everything, and then Vincent is the one who does all the dyeing. So they work really well together. So these are not going to be in order, by the way, because that's just not going to be cut that way. But it came with a pattern. So there's a pattern I downloaded digitally. I'm pretty sure it's for a shawl this year. But these are the two colorways we got. So we got Northern one. Oh, this is just Northern Wonders. And the other one is Polar Drift. And they came with these super cute progress keepers.
Those are
got
adorable.
like a little polar bear. And then a bunny with a little scarf on.
I love that this has some like lighter sections in it.
Yeah, so it has some like peachy, like goldies running through it. And then this one's like pretty dark green, I would say. Brugger, go away. My dogs think we're calling them, but we're not. And then all the minis that came with it. Jeez Louise. So it is a colorwork project. We got a bunch of little minis.
The red picks up way darker than it, or way brighter than it actually is.
Yeah, this is a little bit more subdued. And then this one is a bit darker in person.
But overall, the rest of the colors are fairly accurate.
But yeah, it came with that. It came with a candle that smells like woodsy, I want to say. Came with a sticker, cute little polar bear. And then they always do, they always do an ornament that goes with the theme.
It's so cute, and it's signed on the back.
Yeah, it has their little like signature, their logo signature. And then this year they also did another goodie, a liquid wool wash, the Clothes Doctor. So I'll be trying that out at some point. The Friends Advent also came with a candle that smells like coffee, like super sweet coffee. And then like these little like progress keepers, little baubles.
Cute.
Which is really cute. But, yeah, and then of course the bag. But that's about it, which is saying like, so it was a lot, y'all, for all of our things we've acquired.
Well, yeah. We acquire things.
Roo. My dog has Addison's disease. She's on prednisone. So she tends to try to drink a lot of water. So I will regularly try to regulate her. Okay. So we have something from our shop. We debuted it at the SoCal Fiber Fest. Yeah. And we have some left over. So we wanted to just share what everything kind of looked like. And let you guys know that it's available on our shop.
Yes, it's super cute. And we ended up working with Simply Serving.
Yeah.
To create a custom progress keeper. Mm-hmm. And it's so cute. It's a little Snoopy. I don't know why I whispered that. But yeah, it's a cute little Snoopy. So it's super cute. So it comes with that. And then
the color we designed for it, I kind of wanted like something that reminded you of like maybe an outdoor skating rink with trees around it. So it's got some pretty like tealy blues and some dark greens and the gold, and some lighter sections. But I think it's gorgeous.
It is, and then it also comes with
a little mini skein.
Mini skein to go with it.
We do have a couple of different colors of mini skeins, so we'll probably update on the website to give an option of whichever one you want for whichever like mini skein to go with it. Mm-hmm. We just felt like we had enough options of mini skeins that looked really good with.
It was hard to narrow it down.
Colorway. Yeah,
it was hard to narrow it down.
So we did like a nice little mixture of them because I may be more wanting like the dark pulled out with it. And then I think we did we do a blue?
We did a blue, we did a light gray.
Yeah.
And then surprisingly enough, an orange. And it went really well with it. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so we have those in our shop. And our shop inventory has been updated.
Yep. Completely up to date. I will say that if you order something, it probably won't be, if you order it during the week, it'll probably be shipped out like first thing the coming Saturday.
Hi, Ruger.
I've got a dog who likes a lot of attention. She
like
likes to give hugs.
Okay, you can stay.
So just because we work full-time jobs also, so by the time we package it up, we won't be able to take it to ship out that evening anyways. So everything will go out on Saturdays. But yes, I think that's about it. We were thinking about getting ideas for maybe doing a Christmas holiday advent. Not Christmas, but holiday advent.
12 days.
Yeah, so 12 days of goodies. We're going to do yarn, and then we'll also do a separate one that's cross stitch.
Cross stitch, yes.
Yeah.
And it'll have a cross stitch pattern to go with it.
Mm-hmm.
And we're coming up with some really cute ideas that I'm actually
Yeah.
very excited for. And then thinking of all of the work we have to do to get these together.
Yeah. No, I'm not calling you. Stop.
So it'll be good. So we've been we're gonna be working on all of that, and as far as like what we've been watching and reading, as anybody who's watched this at all for the past 3 or 4 videos, I'm rewatching Criminal Minds for the umpteenth time.
Yeah.
I'm currently on season 11. So
Wait, sit down, please.
season 11 is where I'm at. And I have been getting into some, it's just most of the things I watch are like crime related. But like High Potential. You've watched a couple of episodes, that one.
Yeah, it's just hard for me to like keep up with like the weekly releases.
Yes.
Like I forget, and then I go back and I watch like 4 episodes, and I forget, and I go back.
Mm-hmm. But it's really cute.
Yeah.
So that one's really cute.
Stop,
and then
please.
I watch 911 and 911 Austin or Texas or whatever.
Yeah.
I watch both of those, and
Okay.
it's good. And The Rookie. I freaking love The Rookie.
The Rookie.
Nathan Fillion, man. Dude. Loved him in Castle.
I never
Loved him
watched
in
Castle.
Firefly. So good. So sad it only had 1 season and movie.
My husband like talked me into watching it, and then I forced myself to watch it.
You didn't like it? Cowboys.
No.
It's space.
No.
Yeah, it's great.
No.
But yeah.
It's not my cup of tea. And then the movie, it's one of those things that we were dating, and I wanted to like, oh, I'm going to watch things that he likes to watch so we could talk about it. And so I watched the show, and then I watched the movie, and I don't ever need to watch them again.
I thought about rewatching them again because I do love them. It's just so good. And I love Nathan Fillion, and that's
It's like
from
the
where it's at.
Doctor Who series. I can't get into it. I've tried so many times. So many times.
Matt Smith and
Can't
David
do it.
Tennant.
No.
Love those doctors.
The first couple seasons are like a drag.
It's just the first season. Chris Eccleston.
If
He's
I
not a
sleep
bad
during
doctor.
most of it, there's no point in watching it.
Yeah. Again, my favorite is Matt Smith as the doctor.
But you can't just
Great.
skip.
It does make it a little more hard
Stop
to
it there.
skip. But after David Tennant and Matt Smith, I kind of stopped watching because I was like, my favorite doctors are gone. No, I'm sad. But yeah, that's what I've been watching. I have a pile of books to read because all of my reading has been school related for the past God knows how long.
Let's see this.
Dogs everywhere.
Oh my god. Oh my god. What are you doing? Oh my god. Jeez Louise.
Yeah, so needy.
Cetus Lapidus. Sorry. I've been watching, I did entire Sister Wives binge, which you don't have to focus on like what's on the TV.
Yeah.
And I wanted to, now that a lot of the relationships within that marriage, polyamorous marriage, grouping, polygamy, whatever, is, I don't think it's polyamorous, I think it's just polygamy. Anyways, has broken up. I wanted to rewatch all of them to kind of see if we see any trends in maybe how the camera showed them communicating or anything like that. So it took me a couple weeks, but I rewatched all of the seasons of Sister Wives.
How many seasons are there?
I don't know, like
There's
17.
like 17. Okay.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
I've been watching The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City from the beginning. There's 4 seasons. I think I'm already on season 2. And I started it this week. Again, it's just mindless, easy TV. Traitors is a great favorite of mine. It's actively in their season. I watch it. Oh, excuse me. I watch it. I have a little treadmill, so I watch an episode while I walk on the treadmill, and it makes the whole hour go by really quickly.
Nice.
It's amazing.
You okay?
I don't know. I feel like I need to burp, but burping isn't happening. So we're just like preemptively
choking it down.
protecting.
That's what happens when we eat dinner right before we do this.
Goodness. We've been crafting. Like every couple weeks we get together and we craft, and we've been watching Found. Yes. So we are 6 episodes in.
To season 1.
And it's really good so far. She's finding people who are missing, and I'm not going to share much more than that. So it's very like every episode focuses on a different case. Mm-hmm. Procedural type show. Yes. But it's got a decent amount of
by the way,
twists and turns. Yeah, she has her own company.
Yep.
It's kind of like oh gosh, what was the guy who did the micro expression? The show about the guy who did the micro expressions? Lie to Me.
Freaking love that show too.
Own company. They do work with police sometimes and stuff like that, but sometimes a lot of people come to them too. And one of the solve things or whatever.
One of the actors was on Lie to Me, or actresses, and she's in this show too. So, that's another good one. If you haven't seen it, it's over. It's been done for a while, but it's a good one.
I want to watch The Hunting Party.
I saw that one.
I've seen the preview for it. It looks amazing. It is another like true crime, like murder mystery type thing. Basically, a bunch of like serial killers or murderers were in like this lockdown prison. That there was some sort of like world catastrophe, and they were basically released from it, like they broke out.
Yes.
And now this group of, I don't know, police officers, whatever, have gotten together to try to track them down
before they kill again.
Yeah. So I'm assuming every episode is going to focus maybe on a different person that they're trying to find and collect. Mm-hmm. So that's on my watch list.
Same.
I also watched. Oh my god, a dog just farted. Sorry. I also watched Masters of the Skies. So it is the next one in the same type of series from Band of Brothers, The Pacific, and now you have Masters of the Skies. So it's still World War II based. It just follows a different group of military people through their time during the war. Based on all real life people, and it is absolutely amazing. It has Austin Butler in it, and just an amazing cast all around, and I quite enjoyed it. It is unfortunately only on Apple TV right now.
You say Masters of the Skies, right?
Yep.
Skies. Okay, I heard the Skies, and I was
like... Oh, no, the Skies. They're pilots.
Okay.
They're,
I heard
bombardiers.
I was like, Disguise, what are we doing? Like, some, like...
No.
And then you're like, World War II, and I was like, that's definitely not what I was thinking.
So they're one of the groups, I think they were the 101st, maybe. They were the bombardier group that had the most casualties in the war. And they also like did a lot of really cool things. So it follows a lot of the people that were in that. It was really cool. The only gripe I would have about it, which isn't even really like a full-on gripe, I talked to my brother about it because he had watched it also, and he's seen The Pacific and Band of Brothers. And the second to last episode, the Red Tails come into it, which was the only black pilot battalion, brigade, whatever it was called, right? During World War II. And they're actually credited with like saving the butts of a lot of the bombardiers because they were fighter planes, and they protected the bombardiers because Germans were shooting down the bombardiers. They can't get somewhere to bomb. I kind of wished that they would have, since they crossed paths and they worked together a little bit, that they would have focused on some of their known people, like their experiences through the war also. Because I don't know if they'll come out with another series that focuses solely just on the Red Tails.
Okay.
But yeah, that would have been cool. They did a little bit, but it was 2 episodes and that was it. So I felt like they could have maybe done that from the beginning and then kind of had them cross paths.
Oh yeah, like a half and half.
Yeah.
Kind of like a Game of Thrones situation where you're in one part and then in another.
Yeah, where it pops back and forth.
Yeah. You really do like World War II stuff.
I do. I love
Yeah.
World War II stuff. I
too.
love all aspects of that war, from anything in the Pacific to Japan to Germany, England, France, all of it. I love everything World War II era.
Yeah, because before we
Stop.
started Found, we watched 006.
Yeah, but that was about the mail.
It was about the mail. It was still interesting to learn
It was
about
interesting.
those.
It was a Netflix show.
Yeah,
Please
Netflix.
move. Come on.
The 006, I think, is what it was.
I have no space. I have a giant dog.
Dogs
Please
everywhere.
move. Thank you. Nope. Driving me insane.
Which it was interesting.
Yeah.
I usually like when I watch those things focus more on like the fighting in the war and specifically like what was going on with like the concentration camps and things with all of that because they did watch like the Small Light.
The Light We Cannot See.
The Light We Cannot See. Maybe the Small Light.
I didn't
Something.
watch
It was
it.
on Disney.
Yeah.
You didn't watch that one?
I think I watched an episode or two. I mean, it has that girl in it from The Kissing Booth,
Oh yeah.
and she talks strange. I don't know. Like her mouth moves. I don't know.
Hard to get behind.
Yeah.
That one, and then like the Tattooist of Auschwitz. That one was
I
really
haven't
well done.
watched that, but I have read it and I cried.
It was very, very well done and
Yeah.
hard to sit and watch it. Like I didn't watch it all in one sitting because it's like I need a break from this. Let me go back to Criminal Minds.
Like The Boy in the Striped Pajamas.
Oh,
I cried like a
yep.
baby through the movie and the book.
Yep.
It's mostly about what I've been watching. I've been doing some reading. Currently reading Breeding the Band, which is an Omega verse book. So if you don't know about Omega verses, it's part of the romance genre. Everyone on the planet is either an Omega, an Alpha, or a Beta. Betas are basically like normal people. Omegas, I'm just saying, it's part of fanfic. Fantasy.
Whole world.
Well, it is what it is. So alphas are true to like typical alpha standards. They are like more physically, I don't know, blessed. They tend to do like more like sports type things and stuff like that. They're taller, they're bigger.
Not necessarily like werewolves, because that's immediately where my brain goes.
So no one. This isn't a shifter series.
Okay.
It's just
Different
genetically you're predisposed to either be an alpha, an omega, or a beta.
Okay, that makes more sense because like my brain immediately goes to
no, it's not werewolves.
like
no
Teen
one bites
Wolf?
anyone. No, absolutely not. Okay. So no one shifts into a dog, okay, or a wolf. So alphas do that. Omegas are usually like very like little, petite. They are like super snuggly. They love affection, stuff like that. So omegas are supposed to be with alphas and usually a pack of alphas. Betas kind of factor into that. You can have betas in your pack. But a pack is centered around an omega. And an omega needs alphas for lots of reasons. And it's the whole thought premise of like, maybe there's not just one person for everyone, that maybe like you need multiple people to kind of fulfill you, because everyone has different personalities, everyone has different strengths and stuff like that. So bonded to the band, she goes to a concert, doesn't know any of the musicians in the concert. Like they get stuck behind her and her best friend gets stuck behind like tall people, which is a thing that I experienced. So I'm like, okay, it makes sense. Totally plausible to me. And then her friend has VIP backstage passes, and she's more of a girl who likes to read. So she sits up outside the VIP meet and greet reading because she doesn't care about the band. Her friend goes inside, and a guy sits next to her, and he happens to be her scent match, which is part of Omegas and Alphas. How do you know you're supposed to be predestined to be with someone? They smell really good, and they're your scent match.
Not perfume. Got it.
Not perfume, just like body smell. They smell really good. So she has a one night stand with him, And then a couple weeks later, she finds out she's pregnant. So, yeah, she had to like find him again because he was overseas on a tour because he was part of the band, lead singer for the band, y'all. Yeah, and so now like I'm in the point where they're like trying to figure out what they're doing. I reread the Princess of Devil Creek series by Gillian Frost. So there's 4 books in that series currently. And that's the main series. I reread it because she just finished doing a prequel series. Basically, like, once they all kind of met each other, the first, like, couple years that they knew each other type of a scenario. Excuse me, that burp finally happened. So I finished that prequel series, because I'm part of a Patreon, so she releases a chapter every Tuesday and every Thursday. And then it made me want to reread the Princess of Devil's Creek series. And then she has a alternative reality series that's interesting too. But I read that, and then I've been listening to Crown of Midnight by Sarah J. Maas. So it's the 3rd book in the Throne of Glass series. And I've been listening to it on Audible. It's been a very slow listen. Mostly because I listen to like maybe a chapter at a time, and then I just kind of put it down for a little bit. But I'll listen to it sometimes at work and then get focused on something else or get pulled into a meeting. I need to let the dog out.
Yeah, I think at this point we are.
So I think that's it. We will upload the video, and once it's uploaded, we'll put show notes on. If you like watching our videos, apparently some do.
Like and subscribe, guys.
Yeah.
Like and subscribe at the very end.
Check out KNL Fibers on Instagram or Facebook. And then I'll put my social media down there if you want to check that out. Yes. I'm going to go let her out because she is whimpering.
And our next thing is in February. So we'll be doing this again in February. I don't remember when.
Is it not on the calendar?
I can't find it on my calendar even though I put them all in there. So I don't know what happened to it.
So it is probably exactly 4 weeks from now. But we will post on our social media.
The 21st, guys. February 21st.
February 21st. It will be a Friday, so it'll probably be available on Saturday morning or late on Friday night.
Yes.
But yeah, we're trying to get on to making sure we podcast on a regular basis.
You have to schedule, maybe. We'll see how it works. But yeah, thank you guys for hanging out with us for the past hour.
Yep.
And we will talk to you guys soon.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Let's stop.